today. Got something exciting to show you guys. Let's get this thing out of the car and then I can talk to you about what it is. Feel like I'm a strong man. Except instead of lifting boulders, I'm lifting 4G63s. This is brand new, freshly machined and built, fully built short block for the Eclipse. Oh God, that don't seem very right.
Don't scare me, man.
I'm gonna scare myself.
Oh
there.
my gosh.
I feel like that should be way tighter. There's no way that's right. I was about to start talking to you guys about this nice freshly built motor. Then we noticed the piston has a bunch of play in the cylinder. Measured the bore, the engine bore, with my just calipers, which aren't super accurate, but seemed like it was 85.5. Stock bore is 85 millimeters. These pistons are 85 millimeters. Very possible that the guy who built this for me put 85 millimeter pistons in an 85.5 millimeter block. We're gonna measure it with some more precise tools real quick. I spent a crap ton of money on this thing. It's Memorial Day. Great Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, Caleb. Your third motor's blown and it hasn't even ran. So I'm setting the bore gauge to 85 millimeters, which is what it should be. And as you can tell, so let's set it to 85.5 millimeters and see what happens. Well, there we are. Exactly 85.5 millimeters. The engine builder put the wrong pistons in this engine. So unfortunately, this freshly built, fully built 4G63 is worthless. Well, that's not entirely true, but it would not run properly as is. I'm not gonna share the name of the shop who built it. Thankfully, he was really cool and he actually refunded most of the cost that I put into this motor. It's pretty obvious that it was just a silly mistake. He didn't purposely do this to me. He didn't try to scam me. Obviously, he wouldn't have refunded me if he would have done that. But it just goes to show that even if you're skilled, you can make a silly mistake. It is unfortunate because I wasted an entire day driving out to get this, and now we're back to square one. At this point, I so badly wish I would have just machined and built the first 4G63 that I blew up, but I guess you live and you learn. That's what these builds are all about, is learning stuff. And I've learned a lot. And so, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. I'm gonna get all the tools to measure and rebuild this motor myself. I've been wanting to get all the tools and stuff so I could rebuild motors in-house anyway, and I think this is the universe telling me to do that because 3 attempts at buying a built for me and or used motor have failed. So I need to get piston ring compressors, piston ring grinder, some more like measuring tools to measure bottom end clearances, piston wall clearances, and then after that we will have everything we need to rebuild this motor and future motors. I also have to obviously get 85.5 millimeter pistons because these are not gonna work. So anyway, I'm making this video because today is the last day to get entered for your chance to win the mid-engine Eclipse. You can go down to powerjdm.com. Every $1 spent there on either merchandise, this is some of the merchandise that's on there, or car parts, gets you 1 entry. And remember, you can use code RIP4G63 to get 20% off your order, not 20% off your entries. Now, I was really hoping that we could have created a new coupon code, something along the lines of long live 4G63, but here we are. RIP 4G63. Here's how it's gonna work. The entries are closing tonight at midnight. After that, I'm gonna finish the car. It should really only be a week or two, even with this delay, just because I want the winner of the car to be able to be like, hey, that's my finished car, instead of, hey, that's the car that's gonna be finished, So we'll announce the winner once the car is 100% finished. After that, I'm gonna dial it in, make sure it's gonna be reliable, break anything that needs to be broken so we can fix it and upgrade it, and give you guys some more content of, having this thing actually rip, and then we will deliver it to the new owner. But besides that, I just wanted to kind of talk about the giveaway as well. When we first got this car, this front wheel drive old Eclipse, it was ugly, unreliable. It was about to be sent to the junkyard, and we saved this thing. I got this thinking it was gonna be a super basic, just, paint, wheels, turbo kit, and done. Then it blew a head gasket, you know, we rebuilt the motor, and then we got the shop, and I wanted to do a giveaway, and I wanted to do a really cool fab project, so mid-engine Eclipse it was. What started as one of the simplest builds for the channel has turned into the most intricate, most in-depth, most work I've ever put into a single car, this car right here. Kind of sad that I'm giving it away, but I'm also super happy that I've had the chance to build this thing. You know, we've learned so much from the chassis to the geometry that Mateo helped with to maybe I should stop having randos on Facebook Marketplace building motors. Lots of lessons learned, so even though we're giving it away, it's been an awesome experience. Not gonna lie, I'm super burnt out right now. I'm ready to be done with this thing, and I'm ready to start working on the Volvo. Yes, sir. That new motor is at the machine shop right now, being built by a very good builder. But yeah, I mean, if I had to do it all over again, I would finish the car before starting the giveaway, because that definitely did add some stress to my life, as you guys were kind of expecting. But at the end of the day, it wasn't too bad. I enjoyed being able to come to the shop every day and learn new stuff on this thing, even though it was stressful and we ended up having to extend the giveaway twice, you know. During this build, I also hired an extra help who is holding the camera right now. Hello. That's also been a huge change for the channel. That's been something that has been freaking awesome. You guys have noticed the improvement in quality. The videos have gotten longer, better, more in depth, more good looking, and more entertaining. And not just that, but the most important thing about hiring an extra help has been that I've just enjoyed coming to the shop more. As cool as it is to do everything yourself, it gets boring, it gets old. And so yes, good job, Kurt. Will I do giveaways again in the future? I don't know, maybe. Like I said, if I do one, I'm gonna do it once the car is done and not start a project just for a giveaway. That was definitely a mistake. Which actually, that reminds me, huge thank you to Power JDM, because although this process has been stressful and you know, things haven't always gone our way, none of this would have been possible without them. Wouldn't have been able to do a giveaway, wouldn't have been able to do this crazy of a build, and so a huge thank you to them. They've been awesome throughout this entire process, super understanding when we had to extend stuff and when things just didn't go our way. So huge thank you to Power JDM. They're doing giveaways in the future with other YouTubers, so if you ever want to check out their giveaways, always know you can go to powerjdm.com. I guess the last thing I'll say is that this shop, you know, this has been the first build in the shop, and I'm so blessed with this shop. This shop has been more than I could have ever hoped for. Everything, being able to work in here every day it's been awesome. I've had so much more motivation knowing that I'm coming to this clean, cool looking, organized, and efficient shop. With that being said, there are definitely some things we've noticed throughout this build that could be improved. So hopefully once this thing's totally done and to its new owner, we'll have some shop improvements. V2, round 2 of shop improvements coming, including a loft, including some reorganization, more tools, and yeah. But anyway guys, that's it. Yet again, if you want to enter for your chance to win this mid-engine Eclipse, which is gonna be finished, making a bunch of power, and being awesome before it gets delivered to the new owner, you guys can go to powerjdm.com down below. Build videos are resuming as scheduled. You might have seen some sneak peeks, but we gotta reassemble the thing with new suspension, bushings, all sorts of stuff. We now have to rebuild this motor, and then we gotta get it tuned, finishing the interior. So guys, thank you so much for watching these videos, for supporting the giveaway, for supporting the channel, for becoming a patron. Patreon has been doing so good throughout this build as well, so special thank you to all of them. If you guys want to become a patron, support the channel more, get exclusive stuff, you can. Otherwise, no biggie. See you guys in the next one. Peace out and goodbye. Hello, Hunter.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. So I picked up the motor yesterday, right?
Right.
I get it back, and let me show you something here. Watch this.